When I'm looking at a dining set, the first thing I think about is how often I'll actually sit around it, what kind of mess it will see, and whether it will still look decent after a few seasons of family life. A lot of people get hesitant because they've either spent too much on a piece that looks great but wears out fast, or they've bought something cheap that can't survive the daily grind of kids, spills, and the occasional outdoor breeze. I'm going to walk through the POLYWOOD signature 5-piece round dining set with trestle legs in slate grey, so you can decide if the price matches the real-world value, and whether it fits your space and lifestyle. Link is in the description if you want to check the product details on Amazon. First off, let's talk about the material. POLYWOOD markets this as Climatetuff, which basically means it's a resin-based composite that's been engineered to resist UV, moisture, and temperature swings. In practice, that translates to a table and chairs that won't warp in the summer sun or start splintering when a sudden rainstorm hits. I've seen a few friends set their POLYWOOD pieces on a covered patio that gets a direct sun patch from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m., and after a year the color stayed remarkably consistent. That's where the Colorstay technology claim comes into play. The slate grey doesn't fade to a washed-out tan like some cheaper plastics do. If you live in a region with strong sun or salty sea air, that durability is a genuine benefit. The set includes a round tabletop, 4 chairs, and a matching bench. The round shape is actually a smart design move for tighter dining areas. Because there are no sharp corners, you can push a high chair in without worrying about a child bumping into a corner, and the bench slides right up against the table without taking up extra width. In my own kitchen, we have a modest 12-foot dining room, and the 48-inch diameter table fits comfortably with enough clearance for a sideboard. The bench doubles as extra seating and a place to lay down a board for a quick game of cards, which is a small but handy multi-purpose use that I've seen other families appreciate. Assembly is where many sets stumble, but POLYWOOD promises easy assembly. The box comes with pre-drilled holes, Allen keys, and a clear illustrated guide. For a set of this size, it took me about 45 minutes to get everything together, and the biggest hiccup was just making sure the trestle legs were aligned correctly before tightening the bolts. No power tools were needed, and the instructions didn't assume any prior carpentry knowledge. If you're not comfortable with a bit of DIY, you'll likely still manage without calling a handyman. Now, let's weigh the practical strengths against the everyday realities. The first big win is low maintenance. Unlike wood that needs periodic sealing or metal that can rust, you can wipe down the slate grey surface with a damp cloth, and the table will look as fresh as the day you assembled it. Spilled sauces or wine don't soak in, and you won't have to sand out scratches, they're simply not visible on the resin finish. This is especially useful for households with kids who love to doodle with food on the table. The second strength is the forever furniture angle. POLYWOOD backs the set with a lifetime warranty against fading, cracking, or peeling, which signals confidence in the material's longevity. For a mid-range price point, that kind of warranty is rare and adds a safety net if you're on the fence about committing. On the flip side, there are a couple of trade-offs you should consider. The chairs and bench are made from the same composite material, which means they're a bit heavier than a typical plastic set. Moving the bench around to reconfigure the space isn't as effortless as sliding a lightweight metal chair, you'll need to lift with some care. Also, while the slate grey looks sophisticated, it can show dust and pet hair more readily than a darker finish. If you have a golden retriever who loves to lounge on the bench, you'll find yourself brushing it a bit more often than you would with a matte black or brown wood set. Who should buy this? If you're looking for a set that can live both indoors and on a covered patio, handle occasional exposure to the elements, and stay visually consistent for years, this is a solid pick. It's particularly appealing for families with young children, because the smooth edges reduce injury risk and the easy clean surface handles messes without drama. It also works well for small to medium dining spaces where a round table maximizes seating without crowding the room. And if you appreciate a warranty that covers fading and structural issues, that adds peace of mind. Who might want to skip it? If you're a minimalist who prefers a sleek metal or glass aesthetic, the resin look may feel too utilitarian. Similarly, if you need ultralight furniture that you can shuffle around for events or large gatherings, the weight of the trestle legs could